This is how you inspire, influence, and educate future generations. I personally find wind energy to be clean, safe, and quiet. My aunt lives on Martha's Vineyard, just a stone's throw from a turbine, which my kids and I traveled under several times this summer. It was magnificent. If there were any issues with the construction, operation, and maintenance of wind turbines, wouldn't they affect the turbine of any size? And would they be constructed on school grounds and in residences? Our paramount purpose as adults and parents is to provide a future that our children can thrive in. As a mother, I feel powerless against a poor economy, a country dependent on foreign oil, and a state that is resistant at best to putting turnkey wind projects in place. We cannot afford to turn our backs on a project like Wind Prospect. This could very well be the catalyst for a better future for all of us here in Prospect and in Connecticut. Thank you.
Together. Just wanted to make sure.
And my dad.
And your dad. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you on the list.
I'm farther down the list. Can I speak with them?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
As long as you agree with them.
My name is Margaret Luddy, L-U-D-D-Y. I live in Prospect. I am here to support this wind project. I have 2 daughters, and this is important for their future. We all need to start contributing to green energy, even in our own backyard. I feel that putting 2 wind turbines in our town is not only contributing to clean, renewable energy, but it will preserve 68 acres of undeveloped land for wildlife. I'm requesting the Siting Council to approve the project and not have it delayed. Thank you.
I go to Woodland Regional High School, and at the high school we spend a lot of our classes we discuss about the turbines, and in every classroom it seems the same question comes up: what are we really trying to save Prospect from? I mean, it's clean energy, and most kids really, when I first saw the signs I thought it was almost supporting the turbines because it says save Prospect, and personally I'd rather see troops home and be able to have energy in our own country, and I support the wind project. Thank you.
My name is Robert Luddy Jr., L-U-D-D-Y. I'm a supporter of green energy, renewable energy, and I support this project also. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes, Michael Dreher. It's D-R-E-H-E-R. I live on 2 Stonefield Drive. It's the next hilltop over from the proposed wind facility. And according to the siting maps, those wind turbines will be visible from my home. And as a taxpayer, ratepayer, and a lifelong resident in the town of Prospect, I am in favor of Wind Prospect. Wind Prospect, proposed by B&E, will bring a number of significant benefits to our local community and the state of Connecticut. Benefits include much-needed local tax revenue, cleaner air and water, preservation of 68 acres of land from being developed, improved energy security and independence, and clean energy funds going to in-state wind project development, clean energy generation to support starving electrical grid. I am encouraged that our state legislature has mandated that by 2020, 27% of the electrical generation in our state be required to come from renewable sources. With the approval of our local zoning board, B&E Energy has been collecting data for over 2 years, with results showing that Prospect site has sufficient wind to support the 2 wind turbines. Wind power that produces no air pollution, does not deplete natural resources, does not threaten the Earth's climate, and uses a renewable resource. We need renewable energy sources in Connecticut and do not need policies that make it difficult to site wind energy facilities. We do not need a build nothing next to residence policy. We need a review of safety, the visual impacts, ensure we have proper setbacks, and safety as it relates to ice throw, sound, shadow flicker, which I'm sure will all be reviewed through the members of the Siting Council. We do not need to come up with arbitrary setbacks that would restrict viable wind sites such as Prospect from ever being developed. We should not ignore the concerns of the residents of Prospect, of course. However, we should not develop policies with arbitrary setbacks without scientific justification. Those opposed to wind Prospect want to develop regulations that will ensure no wind turbines will be developed in Connecticut. Unfortunately, the perfect power source does not exist. When it does, I'm sure there will be some group opposed to it. And the opposition of the wind turbines of Prospect proves that to me. Wind power is an excellent clean energy source. I request that you approve the Wind Prospect project. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Ray Farnars, F-A-R-Y-N-I-A-R-Z. I live on 27 Colonial Drive, and this is my wife, Darlene. All right, mine's going to be short, very short. I didn't realize people had so much to say about this. My family's been a part of Prospect, the community, for the majority of our lives. My wife, my son. We fully support Greg Zuppis, his wife, and 2 daughters who also live in part of our community, Prospect. Everyone refers to B&E Energy, B&E Energy. Well, we're talking about somebody that lives in Prospect. I stand here today to give my endorsement to the wind project, which will bring jobs, I believe, revenue, and reduce the individual tax burden of residents of Prospect. I've done my own research into how this will affect Prospect, and I believe the wind project will not only benefit the community as a whole, but will also bring Prospect to the forefront for innovative energy sources, and will give further recognition to the community of Prospect as a leader for the state of Connecticut. In closing, I believe a lot of the opponents of wind energy Prospect here today are not interested in the facts. They've already made up their minds about this wind project. They've closed off their minds. And they'll say they're in favor of a moratorium to talk about this some more. I don't think really that's their interest. It's really to delay it and hope that this fades away and doesn't happen. I think in the end that they're opposed to it, and they don't really want to hear anything else about it.
As my husband said, my name is Darlene Farnars, F as in Frank, A-R-Y-N-I-A-R-Z. I have lived in this town almost my entire life. I believe in renewable energy and want my children and grandchildren to someday live in a place where we are not dependent on fossil fuels. I support B&E Energy Wind Project in Prospect and believe 100% that I made the right choice to support this project for the future of our town. We need this. Prospect residents should welcome an opportunity to bring renewable green power, wind power to Connecticut. We can all certainly use the tax revenue and jobs created by the project. Please don't let a few people, negative ads and words destroy what this project can provide our town and our state right now. Projected gas prices for this summer is going to have all of us wishing we had a few mini turbines to strap right onto our vehicles.